Hi everyone, it's Nubian Sun Ra back with another video. And today the topic will be about confusing the enemy. And a lot of times we don't really understand why some people do or say the things they say that will seem as if it's not seem as if, but is a lie to us in our perception. Well, with different perceptions comes a different mindset, which is a different outcome and way of life. And it doesn't have to be our reality. It's just being able to understand. You don't even have to understand it because it's not a part of your being. Just understanding, having the knowledge of the fact that people have different ways of doing things. Not everyone actually, that is what we call wicked, quote unquote. Not all of them are looking to be fixed. They don't feel like anything's wrong with them. Why fix something that's not broken, basically? And even though we understand that living backwards is going against thyself, we still must learn in a way that there are people that do not live like us personally, ourselves as individuals, will choose to live. So when they lie, they are looking at it as a strategy, not letting the right hand know what the left hand's doing, confusing the enemy. Maybe they just feel like telling the truth will be too much information and they do not want to classify too much. I realize in my walk of life, I've ran into people that are very untrustworthy. But people that are they don't trust other people. Let me put it that way. And these would be the same people that would expect you to trust them, though, because they feel like they know your character. So they feel like they should be able to get over on you. So they feel like they could get you to trust them. And then when you do not trust them, they get offended. But that's just the hypocrisy of it all. They expect things from other people that they cannot give, basically. And so confusing the enemy. Now there's an enemy when it comes to the way that these certain people would think. So to confuse the enemy, they will lie. They will say one thing and do another. You can't hold them on their word, because for them it's like promises were made to be broken. They just live with different principles. And so when it comes to being an empath, and learning how to understand when you are the enemy in someone's eyes, and when to understand that you have enemies around you. We must develop a sense of protectiveness to where we also do not give on too much of ourselves, pretty much using discernment. This is switched around by the narcissist, and then they'll try to say we're getting out of character. They'll try to say you're not who you say you are, all because you are using your discernment. And this is one thing that that empaths have to be able to withstand, because you can't let them convince you otherwise that you are of who you are, and you know how to use your discernment. And just being able to stand firm on what you believe in, because they'll always try to put up illusions of some kind. And with empaths being able to feel deeply, we tend to, undeveloped empaths will tend to fall for plans and strategies of a narcissist, as in confusing the enemy. It's all about tactics. So yeah, and a lot of times it's just the fact that we just have different ways of living, and it should be respected. And it's hard to respect next person's way of living when you don't really understand or have any knowledge of it. And I feel like educating yourself through experiences is the best way to learn. A lot of times we just go on about life, and we don't really grasp the concepts and the deep meanings of our experiences. See, me personally, I observed my life after the fact. Like, I go through memories in my mind like I saved it like a tape recorder or something. And I just go through the memories, and I learned a lot from going through my memories, because I felt like I was on autopilot. Like, you know, when you are first coming into your awakening, you realize that you wasn't like fully operating from your consciousness, and you were pretty much a passenger. You know, it's like you feel like you were being controlled, not really like controlled, but you weren't operating from your higher consciousness. It's like when we are at a low vibration, we are vibrating at that low vibration. So it's like different entities of spirits will be attached to us, and that's like, you know, the spirits jumping body situation. Like, a lot of times where we're not aware of being what they call like body snatched or taken over by lower vibrational forms, we get sucked into that lifestyle, that low vibrational lifestyle, and our higher selves is just there for the ride. It's like we always have our higher self there until we wake up. And that's how it was for me anyway. So hopefully somebody can resonate with this story, because I know I can't be the only one. And it was like, after you come to that realization, then you have to start cleaning house. You know, people will call the lighter spirits the cleanup woman or man or whatever, the lighter soul spirits, whatever. I can't really give the correct name, because I just know that it's the light spirits, and they call it the cleanup because it shines light on all the dark spots. And like I said in one of my other videos, darkness has always been compared to evil or something that's dirty. And that's when we pretty much start to give ourselves a personal exorcism, and we start to fight our demons. And a lot of times you have to keep coming back to fight them, get rid of them, until eventually we're able to close the door, and we're completely changed, and we won't have to worry about it. But it just takes a lot of work. And I feel like we were put at a disadvantage the way that the system programs us. So it's like the disadvantage is we always have to fight some demon, whether it's trauma from our childhood experiences or adult experiences. Because a lot of times when we turn 18, we're on our own. And that's traumatic as well. You don't have nothing to lean on. And just experiences like that, it causes trauma, which creates a demon for survival, basically. We accumulate them for survival. Depending on, because, you know, if you don't have to worry about, you know, certain things, you don't have to worry about accumulating, you know, those other types of things, you know. But it's like being able to reach your higher self and cleaning up, you're able to, like, reflect. A lot of times we clean up our temples, our bodies, our minds, and we forget, or it's like some type of amnesia. It's like, or phobia maybe, to like have to go back to that way of thinking. So it's like after we clean up, we don't want to deal with it anymore. So we get impatient with those who have not yet started. And I feel like it creates some type of superiority complex. I don't know if it's just me or if it's something that's a real thing, because I just feel like there is no way that a person can obtain so much discipline and self-awareness and could turn around and count the next person out You know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it, of course. But a lot of people don't even get as far as to even wanting to share any viable information with empathy, you know. So I just wanted to share that video for today. That was on my mind, and I hope you all are loving yourself, drinking your water, earthing, meditating, doing your affirmations, and peace and love.